Hello and welcome back to New England in Cities Skylines 2. So today we are building at this bottom area that you are seeing there. It's one of the goals is to get, hold on, where is my mouse? There we go. So it's get some interesting layout in here. I think that'll be more lower density and closer to the main roads in here. We'll go for some mid density. We'll keep the style and the goals of the things that we are doing in here. Also have this little bit here to complete, which we will do in due time. But I do want to get us ready, get this tile over here, which we will definitely need to complete this area. That's just annoying that this tiny little bit is on this corner over here. Maybe for now we will survive without that. I will, how do we do this? I think this will go down to the ground here. This will meet that road maybe somewhere. And then we will even give them an overpass around here. Maybe I'll leave all the trees and get this road to go around and over here. And then we leave this as is, or maybe we add a secluded area over here as well. I have options. I like it. And I just want to welcome everyone. And Declan, thank you for the like as well. I hope you're all having an awesome day. I hope you're all having an awesome weekend. And Kelly, thank you for the like. And I hope you enjoy the live stream as well. It's usually pretty chill. If you don't know the channel, if you don't know me, we don't usually, well, we sometimes like get a little bit excited with things that we do, but it's really a very much chill live stream, and we just respectful with each other, and we try to make sure we are all happy with everything that we have in here. So if you also have suggestions, feel free to send them through. More than happy to work towards anything that you want me to work towards. Just looking at more or less what's the distance that we've done on that side, so I can potentially do a similar deal. Just doesn't feel like I've done much at all in there. We just go straight into, maybe that's higher up, is that? It was slightly higher up, because this was pretty close, 6'4". And I'm looking at 136 meters and still thinking, yeah, not good enough. Maybe I'll go a little bit further here. And we will deal with this. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. It's a lot smoother and looks better. And then we deal with this side over here later on. I'm just making sure that I don't miss any of the messages, and just saying hi to everyone and hoping everyone is good. So first I'll do a curve like that, right? That'll be, oh, actually this one, I might change things slightly here. I might want connect straight there where we have the bus stations and all that, but that might get things busier with the buses, so maybe we go from here instead. And yeah, that'll be slightly different from what I had originally planned, but that's how cities work. I might even change this around. Maybe what do we do here? is to grab this road. And then we connect it here. I'm not sure that's going to work, but I will try my best. Over here, I will go straight, connect, and then, you know what? I think I might leave these corners like that. I was thinking about like smoothing it out, but I don't think I will. All right, and then we are starting to see how this will all going to look like. Now for this main road in here, I think I want to also slightly change it. And what I'm thinking is that we could use maybe this instead. That is slightly larger, but that is not a problem. There we go. And then we have all the parking space in there. Hopefully that helps a little bit. And we have like a very large, let's call it play area for us in here. And interesting, and I need to change this. It's kind of, it's wearing it off, I should say. We'll get there, we'll get there. I think we need to finish this side first before I even start getting over there. There are more things that I want to do here. So for this area then, we could definitely have another junction here, but a smaller road. One that won't connect straight in here. Also thinking if this shouldn't continue, and then we can work with some offices in there. Let's do it.
This has been a local public service announcement.
I'll go straight first and then try to find the right spot here for some offices.
This one comes from a fan named Morphoc.
There.
Oh, very good penmanship, Morphoc. You know, I wonder...
Can we please connect? Thank you. Remove, 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 remove. These, I believe, will be more than enough for us to give this a starter area for some offices in there. I also want to
Where was I? Ah, yes. Oh dear. Sorry, Morphoc.
maybe a medium one in there, or just a small one. Just a small one might be enough. Hello, David. How are you? I don't remember what the map is. Let's take a look. Tesorino. That's the name of the map. I hope that helps.
Welcome, Professor. So a housing shortage is bad.
Alright, so in this area then, I do feel like we need kind of normal two-lane roads in here. And before I even do this, I'll save us some time there and do this. And then from here, alright, I'll remove this because I'm thinking about a different way of doing this, which is basically getting, I don't know if that's gonna work, but getting a road right there, like this. And then I believe we can go and connect those two. I can potentially stop these from building that way, so we have certainty of what's gonna happen over here. And we have a nice area. I believe I can even start adding buildings in there. So let's go in here. I think we can keep going with the USA Southwest Low Density offices in this area. I think they will work really well for us. Then we might leave these gaps for now to see what we do there later on. Obviously, I want some pathways connecting here. Doesn't need to be a lot, just that should be more than enough. Then it gives a shortcut to getting here if they are walking. You could also use this area later on. I'll remove this for now. I think we are good in there. Although probably need then to start building before doing this. So I'll keep it. Alright, we have this over there. Now, I do believe we should do something different in here. Maybe something like, I don't know, what's it called? Touristic attraction. If we have something that's not ridiculously large, this is okay, I would say. We have the Chinese gates, which, interesting enough, we have two sides of the Chinese gates, but yeah, they don't go over roads or anything like that. And they have a traditional Chinese temple, but I think I'll go with the modern art museum, and this will give a lot of attractiveness for this area, and 75 indoor recreation, which is awesome. And then we have like a landmark in here. So I also think I'll do something slightly different. So we have to actually play with the area in here. Let's do it. Let's get in there. Let's see how. Oh, this looks pretty cool actually. This is a really nice building. Let me see if I can get a little bit brighter in here. There we go. Really, really nice building there. All right. This means that I will have some I don't want one way. I'll probably want something like this, a very large road in there, and I'll do a 90-degree sort of thing in here. And that's, oh, that'll be tough to get right. Can we not get the middle there? Or maybe when I do the other roads around it, it might change. Let's give it a 2 square space there. Alright, it's a little bit of an odd gap, but I think that will do. If we need to, we can move this slightly. But I do want to make sure that we have some space available in there. At the back here, I want the road to go straight through the back. So we have like connections in there. I think that'll be cool. Anarchy is not working for me. Hello, Michael. How are you? I think I'm using Anarchy. All right. Yeah, Anarchy is definitely working for me. Have you updated since the last game update that we had? Is that something that you managed to do? All right, we do have this. I might remove this for now. And just so we have our deer square in here. I also want to use move it on this a little bit. As I do, you know how we're gonna be able to see this clearly. Remove that. I need something with a too wide, yeah, something like this. Then we can see the distance to those buildings and move this where we want it. I think this is center enough. These are, what are those? They're gonna be covered parquet. You know what? I might leave them in there. They actually fit. So why not? All right, we have our center area in here. I don't think... Actually, I do think I'll keep using this road. Don't even need that. We know that this is over here. So from here, I will go maybe just down there. And then we connect right here. And on this side, we connect somewhere over there. How about that? This is what I mentioned about like playing around with this, the road layout in here. And I think I'll keep the theme and not do like smooth curves in there. I think this will be a little bit nicer. Let me see what's going on in here. Hold on. Yeah, that's all right. Just looking at some notifications around here. So we have this main place in here. Now, this will also need some sort of car park, right? So, and I think we need something a little bit larger for that. And it seems that the back is the perfect place for this. Unless we go with something slightly smaller and get that in there. Doesn't really fit how I want to put it, so I think we'll do something like that. And then, yeah, probably use move it to get that in the middle. Let's do it. I think that's kind of all right there. Good. And then I'm thinking to counterbalance in the car park in here. We might do some sort of park at the back there. Now, a good option would be this one, because this is quite stretched out. The problem is, yeah, it needs a road, and we would need to continue, unless I can put 2 in there. I don't think I can. Goes all the way there. No, it just overlaps. So do we have any other option that would be really nice there? We could, hold on, we could do basketball center. There, go all the way there. That's too large. Too large. Ooh, that's awful. Yeah, no, I don't think that would work. We could two basketball centers at the back though. I think that could be nice to have there. Let's try to do it. So I need a road more or less around there. Let me try to align this. Come on, I know I can do it.
I'm Dylan Ranglebone. Join me as we delve deep into the underworld here.
I'll go all the way here.
More local news today.
And
Tourism boards
hopefully I got it right.
and somehow the number
Let's see.
of visitors to the region fell by over 20%.
Almost.
Well, that's fine by
Just
me.
need a tiny little bit more.
Maybe we'll keep it our little secret.
I like the sound of that plan.
Is that a tiny little bit more that I need?
The region is
Ah, I did the same thing.
and when business is doing well, that floats our boat.
I think it has to be over here.
Glenda?
Let's go there. And connect on this one as well. Remove this for now. And then we go... That skips to... It's kind of... Hold up, I have to remove. I accidentally placed like 3 of those in there. One there, one there. Leave a space in the middle, which will do some detailing in here. And then we have like a basketball center in there. I think that'll be the way we do it. Katabuja Bara. Wow, that's a hard name to say, but thank you very much for the like. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you. And all right, got it in there. We have our little space in here that will detail later, and some odd road layouts. Tabjubara. Oh, hold up. You said things before. Katabjubara. There we go. Thank you very much, and thank you for telling me how to say your name. Katabujabara. Katabjubara. I'll get it at some point. Hey Dylan, welcome as well. Hope you're doing well. Good. Well, this area is already different from everything we've done so far, so I like it. Yes, yes, yes. Now, how do we go about this? I think, obviously, from this side, maybe that's where we start, over here, because we do need more residential, and depending on how we go for the residential, I will know what type of business do we need around here. So I think that'll be the first step. I enjoy your content. Please keep going. Oh, definitely will. Thank you very much. Just going through a very busy phase at the moment on my real life, like with work, having some visit, staying over with us at home, my father-in-law. So it's been nice, but it's taking a lot of time, and plus my actual work that I do, so things get really busy. But yeah, I enjoy doing this content as a hobby, so I intend to keep doing that as well. But thank you, your kind words are always welcome and makes me want to keep going as well, which is great. Okay, I'm trying to zone this and not have that gap in the middle. I might do this slightly different then. Let's see if I come from here. Yes, that's a lot better. There we go. Let's start connecting these roads. Make sure everyone has access to that. And seeing what this type of layout will give us. So this will be residential, as I mentioned, and that's why I'm not doing huge blocks in here. Although I'm still going with this, so don't worry. That's that angle in there. Oh, this is off actually. Let's try again. There you go. I was like, how it can be 90 and 89 on a straight line? You certainly can't. Then let's grab this connector in here. I might do a sneaky angle in there so things looks a little bit better. Oh, thank you for all the likes. I really appreciate that. And then from here, this is a large block. Maybe on the main road here, we have like some low density commercial. Maybe? We'll see. Definitely want to go all the way there. We do have a gap in here, but that's all right. I think I'll survive that. I think this will go this way as well. And I don't want to go straight here because this is too close to this main road and this is an access to the area. If I do a four-way lane with this small road in here, it will cause a lot of traffic. So I might do... Let's try something different in here. If I can make a straight road. There we go. This one could go straight there. I think what I might do is this. And that looks awful. So let's try from here. I'll try to use zoning as a guide, and then that's much better. All right. Now this area over here, I'm thinking that I would do something like this instead. Just so we have like the option of smaller blocks. Not saying that we do have or that we need those smaller blocks, but we have those options at least. Might even do these at these corners. Oh, a tiny one, why not? All right, and I think this will work. Do you prefer grids or random layouts? And if you follow my previous content on Cities Skylines 1, you see that I love, and I really mean it, I love the more natural grid like this, right? But I've been working, since we started working with Cities Skylines 2, a little bit more with grids, as you can see. And I've been enjoying it. I've really been enjoying working with that. I don't think I think the patterns you can create on grids or with grids, they look a lot nicer. But if you look at a fully grown city, like with kind of random patterns like this looks a lot better. So it kind of depends on what you're working on and what you're doing. I think I'm trying to find, or I'm moving to find a balance now, where probably more dense areas like this, they would be following a grid, and then suburban areas would look more like this, like this village area. But I'm still exploring a little bit, and still, as you can see, this is not a grid, this is not natural, it's kind of a mix between them, and I'm enjoying this exploration process and the learning curve around that as well. It's been quite nice to do and see what happens in there. But yeah, that's a nice question. What about you though? What do you think, and what is your actual preference there? If you have a preference. That makes sense actually. Yes, for suburban areas you have a natural area. Yeah, I know that like in some cities this is not very common, but yeah, from where I live in the areas that I know, this is usually more how that looks like.
Due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive, and try to avoid the streets until conditions improve. This is
All right, the middle here. I think we need to look what we need in terms of access. We have this urban medical center, which is very cool. Actually, it has enough. We have this crematorium, which we are quite good.
You're in the right place, my friend. This is so
In terms of, well, garbage collection, we have the trucks going around. School-wise, we have nothing. And maybe this is actually a good area for some schools, especially elementary school, if we are adding more housing in here. And what we have here, we have this small elementary school, we have the UK urban elementary school, school. We have the Chinese Ruby Rock Elementary School, which is quite nice actually.
Good to know, Jim.
I might get that
Seems like everyone is in a hurry.
on this corner here.
It's worth slowing down. And
I think that'll be cool. This will cause a little bit of traffic, but I'll also add a smaller car park on the side here because, well, usually those schools, they have those car parks around them. Kind of a huge car park for such a small school. I'll do a smaller one. Just trying to find the right size in there. Maybe, or even this. Nah, I'll go with this one. There we go. It's kind of fits well with that as well. And Katabjabara says, I prefer grids because they are easier to work with, but I sometimes find myself trying to be creative. Also, I find traffic easier to deal with in grids. Yeah, you have a good point there. And I think like in terms of being creative, it's kind of where I'm coming from creating this road layout in here. It starts from a point where, yeah, let's go with a grid, but let's make it different. And then we start doing more different patterns and trying to get this in a different state, really. I don't know how the low-dense housing for the Chinese pack actually work. I'll do a couple this and this. Let's see how they look. Depending on what it looks like, we will keep it. Otherwise, we will go with something else. And again, thank you so much for all the likes. Really, really appreciate it. You're all awesome. Let's see. Let me go back here. How are you going? Let's build it. Such a small house. Just need to see and know what to do there before. Well, as it goes, let's see if we need fire and rescue. We actually might not, especially with the low density that we have in here. Between those two might be more than enough. Please. Yeah, I think we're good. And then obviously parks, but we do have a lot there. What I'll try to do is get some small park around this area. Maybe, let's see. Have an activity playground over here. Why not? And maybe something else. Shutlet Park. Let's get this here. Alright, this is now built. How does this look? Definitely not the look that I'm wanting to give this. So I'll remove this for now. Let's go with the... I think we're using the waterfront in here. Maybe that's what we keep using there. This one. Let's see what we get from there. As I mentioned, I might leave this for some former offices or some low density commercial. And we will slowly get to this. I also think that I'll actually rezone this side a little bit, just because I don't think we'll actually use this. All right, we have that in there, so remove it and see what we got again. Alright, we even got a little bit more in here. Although this is how deep that one is, so maybe not. But anyway, this is already bringing much needed low density housing around here. And the parking spots hopefully are helping the area. Zero. There's still parking over there. This will change soon, by the way. What you're making, a lot of parking. Yeah, that's quite a lot of parking in this area, which is a common theme that we are doing in this region. So I want to keep it in there. Over here, a lot less parking in this area, for example, or even over there. So depending on the area that we're building. But right now we are going for some residential, and I also think that we should have some sort of pathway connecting this. Like so. Maybe even one here. I also think we should keep going this way. I don't want to actually connect there, but let me remove this, try my best there, and there we go. Just so we don't get like those huge buildings in there. I'm also thinking that I would do this for a second, just so we get those. Feels like quite small. I don't know if we get. Oh, we'll get a house from that. All right. So yeah, fantastic. And then thinking more house around here. There, I might do normal house, and we'll see how that looks like. Just want to give the new families coming in plenty of new house. Let's remove unsafe there. Kind of all these junctions actually we'll do this. I might wait. You know what? Let's do it. Did this work? Yes, it did. Remove unsafe. Remove unsafe, which is basically U-turns on these roads. I'm doing that anyway. These, let's remove unsafe. No U-turns allowed. I don't think I need traffic lights there, so let's remove it. Also think we might need some pathways in here. Let's grab those and make them hopefully happier. And over here, I will do kind of this, and trying the same thing on the other side. Kind of hide this with some trees and detailing later, but just so we have like a starting point in there. Also for this area, I think I'll do this so I can improve this area a little bit. Then we remove that and see what we have. Good. All right. Nice, nice, nice.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise.
So how are we doing in terms of
Try to stay off the streets until
commercial?
conditions improve.
You
This has been a local public service announcement.
kind of not in need of way too much. Give them one extra space there for a house.
And it's about time we checked in with our listeners. This one is from Winona out in the country.
All right, this is starting to take shape. We'll get there. We will get there.
Man or monster, a dark presence haunts the wood. Oh,
I'm looking at this and just thinking,
or to a leech.
how do we shape the area around this building?
And I'm definitely not going.
I think what I could start doing is basically go there,
EXP and a lot of it. Stay tuned, listeners.
More local news today. The tourism board
move this a little bit
and somehow the number of visitors to the region fell.
so I can see what we have to work with here.
Fine by me, Jim. I just love it here. Maybe we'll.
So first and foremost,
I
we
like
need
the sound of that.
pathways.
Industry industry in the region is on the rise, and when business
Also known
goes
as
well, that
I
blows
want
out
pathways.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda.
And then we need some proper adjustments in here so it doesn't look all broken. Bring this over there. Right. Better. Now just make sure that we leave the space for the trees, and then might actually just extend this a little bit. There you go. And now this does looks like a better thing. We should do the same thing on the other side, otherwise we get this surface bleeding over there. So let's fix this a little bit. Oh, actually bang on. What if I move this back? Yeah, it's just because of this, isn't it? I may need to move this. I didn't want to move this now. May move this one a little bit. Let's see. Sometimes you just need a tiny bit so you can actually fit everything. You can move these like so. There you go. And over this area, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but let's try. I'll grab, let's see, this one. E. Not really. So let me work this out, and I think I know how to fix the problem we're having. Just need 1 second there. I think that if I remove this, go here. Just need to find where is the right place. That'll be over there. That'd be a bit odd though. Maybe before I do this, let me put that back. One thing at a time. This one. All right. And let's try this pathway again. Cities Skylines or Skylines 2, pure versions without mods. This is Cities Skylines 2. And yes, I do have a couple of mods in here. Just the essentials, you know, nothing crazy. Let's see if that helps now. Yes, we got it. You know what this would do? Let's start fixing all of this. And that one goes like so. Novemi, which version do you prefer? Oh, alright. Skylines should have a bad reputation. It had a bad reputation during launch because of the issues with performance and game content and all of that. It's much better now. I am enjoying Cities 2 a lot more than Cities 1. It's been a while since I last played Cities 1 as well, so which to me it tells me that yeah, this game has been enough to satisfy my needs for a city builder, if you know what I mean. But yeah, definitely Cities 2 now. But do keep in mind that everyone has like a different opinion on this. And I do feel like if we enjoy one version or the other, you're allowed to do that, you know? It's no problem, it's just personal taste. Thanks, no worries. Yeah. And I think it's just to finish what I was saying. I feel like Cities 2 is a lot more stable and has a lot more content nowadays anyway, so might be worthwhile taking a look at it if you haven't, especially if you haven't looked at it in a long time. All right. We have people working here. Lack of maintenance. Park maintenance is something that we need. I don't think we have park maintenance anywhere in the city, maybe? We could do. No, that's a dog park. That's a completely different thing. SK, thank you for the follow. Really, really appreciate it. This is another part we don't have. Oh, we don't have it. Yeah, maybe we have way too many parks in the city. Let's see. They work longer and more vehicles, which is what we want here. I wish I could put somewhere else, like there. I think I will. Anyway, it's alright. No one will notice. And we have like 15 vehicles instead. This will enable them to work longer. So let's make it happen. And then hopefully they will be able to get here and get this all sorted. We do have one car coming in here. Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, there we go. Maintenance is a little bit better. Still not great though. You can also see where people are coming from. We have a taxi in there. Yes, we do. Alright, let's give it some time and hopefully this will get more balance. Hello to everyone on YouTube. Just a reminder that I speak English and I know or I can understand sometimes other languages, but not all languages. So just keep that in mind, please. Always happy to answer all your questions, all your inquiries, but I need to understand that. Oh, this is kind of odd. I think it makes sense if we extend that in there, but it's just odd that it was extended, self-extended, without a lot of need over there. Anyway, that is alright. I think I'll try to connect this here, bring this there. And maybe just, yeah, give it a proper angle. Over here, I don't know if we'll be able to do this, but let's see how that looks like. Yeah, you can see it very close by, but not from further away. Yeah, I kind of can, but yeah, let's do it. Let's keep it. Why not? People are hanging out here, which is quite good. Also feel like we need to provide them a way to connect both sides. Chris, hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. I think this will help connect this side of things and give them easier access to all those buildings and recreation.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due
All right.
to poor road conditions.
Does feel like we need
If you must drive,
some trees in here.
off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local
I'll use
announcement. A driving
some
advisory
birch,
has been issued for the immediate
some
area
oaks.
due to poor road
I think
conditions.
oaks would be better.
Caution if you must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve.
Let's do it here.
Local public service announcement.
Let's do it over here. And it already looks much better, right? It's just like simple things, you know? Don't need to do a lot to make things look better. Good, how are you? Yeah, doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. And obviously it's Saturday, so it's always better when it's Saturday. Let's face it. Much better on Saturdays.
One containing a jewel-encrusted dagger, one a flask of poison, and third,
But yeah, had a busy day as well. I was just talking about this a few minutes ago. That being quite busy at work and on my private life as well. It's been very, very busy. So it's been interesting, but challenging, if you know what I mean.
but to what purpose I want
But yeah, can't like, I think this is alright. Can't complain too much about it.
blade. I mean, I've been known to do that, but never mind me. I'm not here to make
How about you, by the way?
roll for next.
Doing alright? Anything happening on your ward?
If you're thinking about hitting the streets, you
Doing anything interesting this weekend?
major roads, especially during rush hour.
Good to know, Jim. Seems like everyone is in a hurry to get home fast.
Oops, not that one.
Slow it
This one.
down. And if you can, plan your trip outside the rush.
This goes over here. Let's move that one over there.
I have to start thinking about everything all the time. Besides, if I did that, I'd never get
I wasn't gonna do this, but it wasn't matching the ground there, so I think this looks a bit better. So that's how we are going to go here.
Services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return.
As you can just relaxing for me. Oh, nice.
You might want to wait
Sometimes that's all you need, you know?
You already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays.
Let me try that again. There we go. The middle here. I think we can go with some lindens. Yeah, there we do. And I do feel like we need more trees over here as well. Maybe something smaller. London plane, maybe. The linden. Yeah, not the hickory. I think I'll go with the linden in there. There would do. think that works well. Let's see around here. Yeah, all right. Not too bad. Cool. Some simple but effective detailing over there. And now maintenance is 100%. There we go. All that we need to do. All right, so I'm thinking about this and looking at what is also happening in the area. I think this would be all housing. I don't believe I want any offices or even like low density commercial in there. I think we don't need that in here. This would be better. And then maybe here we do a couple of office as we're doing. Maybe all the way here. I know that they need some jobs. I'm still not sure what to do here. Definitely find out what's the best option and work on this area, but I think for now it's all right. And I also need to figure out how to connect this whole thing here. Me trying to be creative at the same time, that was me not really thinking too much. It's like, yeah, let's put this building on an odd angle. That will work, right? Yeah, it kind of does, but it kind of makes it really hard to work with. You know what? We will figure this out. Let's see. See, that is wrong. Probably why things are going to be a little bit more challenging in here. Keeps connecting with everything, but what I need, what is it connecting with? Like all these weird roads that we had in there, but they don't actually work. Stop connecting with that. Hold on, maybe I know that's an option here, not side of the building, guidelines. Yeah, all right, this is better. I think we go this way and kind of, I messed it up as soon as, just before I press the button. There we go. That's better. Do I want these to connect? Maybe, maybe not. Let's do it. Feels like we should. So let's keep this going. Some odd zoning in here, that is always a nightmare to work with, but you know, we'll find out a way to do this. What I could do is withdraw, for example, is that this road that I need to withdraw? No, probably this one. But before I do that, let me work on the road layout in here. Now, we might have a problem. I have this connection, we have this connection, and that's it. I might want this to connect in here. I know that I mentioned the buses, and that'll make things a little bit more difficult in this area, but at the same time, I don't think there is much of a choice in here. Let's go that way. Let's go this way. And this will go and connect here. This might be difficult, but we'll see. We will see. Let's keep that going and see where it takes us. Let's just keep going there. I feel like this should bring something like that. Kind of 107, 106 degrees seems to be a sweet spot there. So let's do it. So it's all looking very odd, but you know what? I'm liking the mess that we have in here, basically. This almost did the trick. Let's try again. Get me there. And let's go and try to get these straight here. There's quite a lot of cars in here as well. Coming from here and going there? Is that what they do? Let's see. It seems like one is even going on the grass. But yeah, it looks like they're using this as a shortcut instead of going that way. Maybe because there is a traffic accident in there and they are using this some way to get there. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Can they turn right here? Yes, they can. Plenty of options. Interesting. Lots of people moving in as well. And just make sure that there is nothing wrong there. Yeah, they're just going good. Oh, we do have... yeah, just some weird traffic thing going on there. Alright, fair enough. Let them do their thing. And Fernando, thank you for sharing the live. Really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now this looks a little bit not straight, basically, but why it doesn't look straight? It is definitely straight, following all the lines there. Probably a nautical illusion because of the zoning on these sides. Gotta love it.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due
Alright, how do we handle this spot here then?
if you must
Frank,
drive and try to stay off the
go
streets
all the way there.
until it's improved. This has been a local public service announcement.
Maybe too close.
Advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor
I'm even gonna do this.
caution if you must drive
And this one
streets until conditions improve.
go a little bit further.
A local
Almost.
service
Oh,
announcement.
let's redo this. Like so. And then, yeah, that's better.
Pull up a chair by the
Plenty of people walking around here, which is nice to see.
adventure awaits. And
Love it.
waits for no man, so tarry not.
Alright, so we do have some area on this side that we can work with.
And we're getting
Now, for the pathways connecting
somewhere
everything over here,
Road maintenance services
we
have already
will...
been patched and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out,
What
you
will
might want
we
to
do
wait
in here?
until everything clears up.
if you're
I think that we could go
you already know about
straight there. Let's see.
you. Meanwhile, expect delays and
One there.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when busy,
Definitely over here.
all that floats our boats.
there's no sinking this boat, Glenda.
I think I'll change this one. Don't like the way that's looking like. Remove this over here and do something like that. Might do another one over here. Yes, next to the crossings on both sides. And now everyone's coming to park in here because they can walk and cross over there. Smart people. Smart, smart people. Now, if we do see that we have a good amount of need for car parks in this area, I think we could provide them with a better place really in here. Don't know if I can kind of pick something right in this area. Could go right in the middle there and nothing else. You know what? There we go. There we do. And then these might be more than enough car parks in this area. Jamie Nolan, thank you for the like. Really, really appreciate it. Dimi, hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. So happy to see you here. This will become like a park around it, and I just feel like these will be all houses in here. Just in the middle, I might do some of this urban promenade mixed housing. I think that will look cool in the middle there. If it doesn't, we remove it. Don't worry about that. Maybe just here instead. And we slowly get this going. There'll be some large houses in here, but I think that's fine. Don't think that'll be a problem. Oh, another traffic accident in here. Do I have like the road maintenance building thing? We have it here. Yeah, we have more than enough. And the whole city is looking very good. People. Okay, here, relaxing the sun. That's nice. How about yourself? Yeah, I had a day like that as well. Went out for a small city nearby that we have here. Went for lunch at a cafe, had some ice cream, walked around, and went for like a small trail for near a creek as well. And then, yeah, then back home. So was a good day. I guess everyone is funny that they don't want to use this car park, but they want to use that one now. And they're all stopping here and walking across. Alright, I guess it's okay. It'll create traffic, but what can we do? We can, well, we can start by improving things. That's what we can do. And then on these, I think you could do split phasing, allow turning on red, and away they go. So they remove a lot more. There we go. All sorted. Just a simple change and makes a huge difference. All right, like that. Sounds lovely. Yeah, was good. And I mentioned earlier that my father-in-law is staying around and visiting, so we're having like a lot of fun and using this time as much as possible. Hey Jamie, welcome, welcome. I hope everything is good on your ward as well. I'm just thinking which type of blocks we use here. I think we use this one. But maybe we use this, which is kind of older and looks that has been a little bit beaten around and has been here for some time. You know, make things look a little bit more realistic. At least I think so. Look at that, a little bit better. And where do we have walkways? I have some in here as well. The small ones I won't do it because we will kind of hide a few things with some bushes and trees. So don't need to do on those ones. No mother-in-law jokes. No, not here. She's great as well. But she's not here, by the way. And this needs a little bit of adjustments. Yeah, simple but effective. That's the way. Oh, missed one connection in here. Let me do that quickly. And this one would deserve one of those pathways. There you go. All right, where else? Where else? Where else? Over here. Oh, look at that. So many people. This one. Didn't need to, but I will. It's all right. Third one, I'll leave as is. There is another one over here. And I think that's the last one. And I need to just adjust this manually a little bit. Yeah, that's bad. All right, pathway's done, I think. Now, you know what we need, right? Trees. Andrea, hello, welcome back. Have missed you. We missed you as well. How's your weekend going? Got at the right time. It's 3 time. And Dimi, how are the kids? Everyone okay? I would hope. One more tree. Yeah, just one more tree over here. Also, let's not put like one tree on top of the other. We're not trying to reach the sky. So it has some odd places that we can work around that, but we'll see. Thank you. I'm sick though, so it's perfect. I can just lie down and watch live. Oh, sorry to hear that. Hopefully nothing serious and you can recover very soon. And I hope you can relax a little bit. Let's get some linden, maybe? Or hickory? I think some hickories will go well in here, especially when it's autumn. But we have like those nice colors.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions.
Do you live anywhere else besides here?
And try to stay off the streets.
What do you mean? I live in Queensland, Australia. Not sure where you're from. Hope that helps you.
Thanks for tuning in to Soft Rock. I'm Dylan Ranglebone, and it's about time we checked in with our listeners. This one is from Winona.
But online is just on Saturdays.
As powerful as a beast, but vicious as man or monster.
London Plains. I might dot a couple around. I know that we are kind of running out of space for more trees here, but just one more tree, right?
It sounds like it could be a good story, but what level is it rated?
It's always good. Oh, do you send live anywhere else? Yes, on YouTube. So on YouTube is actually where I have my lives and long format videos as well. Yes, now I got you.
By over 20% last season.
Well, that's fine by me, Jim. I just love it here. Maybe we'll keep it our little secret.
I like the sound
So
of
yes,
that.
same name on YouTube.
We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched.
I need a row of something in here. Like we have that row of house, so maybe we do some cultivated bush in here.
If you're in it, you
That would look neat.
no use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
Yeah, just to give them something. Oh, thank you. No worries. Thank you. Doing great, do well in school, do well in sports, just what a parent wants. That's great to hear, Dimi. That's great to hear. They have a really nice daddy as well. More trees and bushes, that's what I'm here for. Also do some more in there. And yeah, not this. This. And how about instead of just one more tree, several more trees. And now I need to do on this side as well. Yes. It's starting to come along a little bit better and looking, oh, it's looking a lot better, to be honest. I'm looking at those houses though, and not sure if I like it. What it is, but maybe it's because we do still have those weird, not weird, but like this repetition of buildings in here. and that's not fitting, because when I finally connect all this together, I think that'll be a lot better. So maybe it's just a matter of going ahead and working it out, really. Don't they complain about anything? Small homes, I'm giving plenty of large homes for them right now, and some high noise pollution, which is fair enough. One thing that I forgot to add in here is actually a post office. This is definitely something I want. I have one there, and I would like one here. Why is this different though? Oh, this is just the post office. We could go modernist post office. Let's go with the modernist post office. Whatever that means. And there we go. Maybe that makes sense. Just next to the... Doesn't really make sense in here. Sorry. Too high. Maybe just a normal post office and we're good. Yeah, a lot smaller. Fits better. I think that's what we need there. Then maybe some mailboxes. It's more than enough in here. There we go. Gotta go, some friends coming over. That's alright, Jimmy. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate having you here. And Andrea, hello. You're also on YouTube. Nice, that's really nice. Welcome. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Let's see. This is annoying me a little bit, this bit of traffic in here, because like we have some trucks out there coming to bring stuff to the post office in here so that can be delivered. Yeah, that makes sense actually. But then we have a lot of cars using this as a way through. I'm not against them using that as a way through, but maybe I want to upgrade this road. And 6-lane asymmetric 4 in 2. Oh, that's awesome, but that's not what I want. It's potentially this one that I want. And what I want there is this. Might do this as well, just to give them the right options in there. We can use lane connector and make sure that the connections are properly placed. Remove all your turns from here. And then reset, remove unsafe, so they have dedicated turning lane. And 2 lanes to turn, 2 to go straight. And hopefully these will eliminate the issues that we are seeing here. Seems to be working, but you know, keep an eye on that. This over here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Can we get this? Oh, we get one more there, which is fine. Unfortunately, we will not have like a perfect square root, have to extend this road a little bit. I'm fine with that, as far as it doesn't look like anything too out of place, if you know what I mean. And then you can always dot this around with some trees, just so it's a little bit greener on the inside as well. Yes, how's this? Doing well, maintenance going a little bit down at the moment, but it's okay. Good efficiency, forest proximity. Forest. Maybe they call it a forest. Or this a forest, I should say. Alright, I guess. This is what I think it is, then we'll take it. They're starting to use this car park now. Good. Probably this one is full. Yeah. Alright. And do I know what I want to do here? Not yet. Potentially over here. More houses like this. I also want to fix one thing in there. Which is basically go straight here and here. Don't want like this huge. And let's get more houses in there in Latin building. All right, then we do this. It's kind of reshape the whole thing, but I think it's okay. There we go. Yeah, this is better. Good. So they can build there. Now we'll do the surface for this pathway as well, so we don't forget. Alright, I'm still thinking if we go for low density commercial on these main roads. I don't think we need what do we have in here. This commercial, low rent housing, medium density. Don't have like a lot of commercial, although we do have some in here, but they're all complaining. So maybe we go with more houses in here. We need those. We don't need the commercial buildings. And I'm also keeping this area as my potential fallback for commercial or even some offices in there. We're getting a lot of money. So one thing that I'll do, I never done this, I never even really touched, well, we did last time touch on the tax for the industrial, but I think we can remove some of the tax there. This will take 100,000 per hour less than what we're making, but still we're making quite a lot of money. So I think I'll take it, and this is fine. This is totally fine. Reliable mail service. Fantastic. Wealth. Great. Abundance of entertainment. Yes. Walking distance to elementary school. Reliable healthcare coverage. Fair taxes. Still complaining about small homes. So, yeah. We have to deal at some point with this. Although, feels like that's all I'm doing.
can expect delays
Well,
on
let's
the major roads
let's improve things then.
in rush hour.
Let's get in here, and I'm thinking
Get somewhere fast.
this. Oh,
Slowing down. And if you
go
can,
there,
plan your trip outside the rush.
and I might
I'd
do
rather wait an hour in traffic than to have to start thinking.
this on this side.
Besides, if I did that,
Now
I'd
that
never get
might be a little bit too much from what we need,
onto our
but I think this will help cover the whole area, give them a lot more jobs as well, and we do need that quite a lot. So
luxury into our neighborhood. You can
if you look at this,
sipping a fancy local
yeah, we basically
latte.
have no open positions. As soon as we open a new position, that's filled in. So yeah,
Thanks, Jim.
bring her in.
Back after.
More jobs, please. Also feel like we need some of the huge office buildings so we get a big boost of offices in the city. Alright, let's look into this area. I think first I will remove anarchy. Then we go over here. Is that yeah, almost there. Here. Then we go into the place multiple, precise, strength, this, and then let's get some sets. Let's go with a custom set here. Number 2. I want this, this, and hickory, linden, London plain. I think that's it. And we save over here. All right. So if we move around, we got it. And then that's how we build this whole area. So it's not doing a fantastic job, I have to say. Remove these, let's go one only, and then it's probably because of anarchy, to be honest, but you know, now I can go and do my own thing in there. And use some corners like this. Do a bit of a line. At the back here as well. Let's go and reduce the size. Just making it nicer. Definitely a larger tree over here. Not so large tree over there. Could bring some flowers into this area. How about that? And certainly more trees over here. Also, this house feels like we should give them a little bit more space. Keep complaining about not having enough space. So here it is. Just got an upgrade. Okay, still some spots missing. I hate when we have those empty spots in there that feels like the area is too empty. Because that's not really how this place would look like in real life, you know? So that's why I usually come in here and do something manually, even though we've just did the what's this called? The brush. So yeah. It's Liuba. I love Cities Skylines too. Hello. Me too. AQ, hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for all the likes. Really, really appreciate that. And you all got in at a good time because we are placing threes. How good is that? And things are looking much better. Now, for these ones, I placed them by accident in here, but we will do something better there. I think first thing that I want you to do is something here. What's the actual size of this? Large. That's the actual size. All right, let's do this. Maybe even move that closer and then we play around this area. I think that looks fine. Hello, Miho. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I think they deserve a better grass in here. Let's try this. I think that will look good. Fortunately, that kind of, yeah, it's, yeah, but you need the right angle to sit. If you move around, you just lose all of that. Ah, come on, are you serious? Can I replace with this one or the same thing? Yeah, the same thing. Are they all like that? What is the other place that we've done? Sure. Oh, it was here. Yeah, if it looks like this is good. No, this one. Yeah, you kind of lose it from this side. Ah, I hate that. But I love it when you can see it. Anyway, that's in there. What can you do? I would do over there then. Maybe another one over here. Then kind of get 3 more in there. Do some bushes all around here. And at the back here, I think I do want a line of trees, especially at the back here. Not so many. There. And I think this would do. So that car park is not like so gray anymore, you know? Also means that we might play around this area a little bit. 2 left cars for parking. Yes, you're doing great. Thank you, Mike. Really appreciate it. How are you? Green park, nothing wood. Oh shit, didn't get it. Looks more... I think I'm having trouble today. Sorry, Q, I didn't get it. Looks more... looks much better. All right. This time, I wasn't guilty. All right. Like sometimes when I get tired, I start again like, what are you talking about? You know, but not this time. But thanks for explaining. Appreciate it. Yeah, now that we have this, maybe... Oh, I know what I want to do here. On both sides, I'll get those. Kind of leave a gap. Okay. Let's try again. Typo, yeah. Happens to me all the time. And we do on the other side. Right, good. Then feels like I might want a couple of trees over here. So this doesn't look so bare. That's fine. Let's leave it that way.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate
That
area due to poor road
works.
conditions.
Good.
Please
And we're slowly building. Oh, we built quite a lot today already. I love it.
A local public service announcement. A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to
You know
poor
what
road
would be
conditions.
good around this area? A water
And try to stay off the streets until
tower.
conditions improve.
And oh, we have a new one. I haven't seen that one before. And I know exactly where I want that.
Say what you will.
Yes.
It is exceptional for one thing.
I just don't like that it has this
Sandstone over
fence around it. I feel like definitely don't need that fence in there. And that it would look a lot better without the fence.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda.
But you know,
We're
that's fine.
live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the
Are there ferries?
Already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return.
Maybe not in the sense that you're thinking about.
You might want to
We have passenger ships to the outside, but not ferries that we can use between stops in the city. Not yet.
expect delays and drive safe.
Oh, it's almost there. Whatever there might be. Because there's always more as well. Can I not have anything here? Good. Keep it that way for now. And I might also remove it from here-ish. Maybe remove that from there. That didn't work as I expected, but I think that's good enough. So let's get this here first. And I think I might do the same over there. Some houses around here. Now, we don't need that many commercial buildings, and we still have some complaining about it. Although we're much better, it's just one place complaining, and we had that issue in the whole city. So I would say this is fantastic, actually. And obviously, this is our lodging. In Letterbox today, oh, you missed the boat. We've already done it. But just for you. There you go. Another one. Just in case, you know. Internet-wise, we are kind of okay in here, but another tower maybe, or maybe the server farm somewhere around this area would actually be good. Can we unlock that to see how large that is? Let's see. That's mongoose. Definitely not something that I want to do here. Could even, I don't know, that I don't think that fits in the area. Maybe another day. This is a nice one, kind of not have the right spacing there. Might be too large. This would fit though, and I could get this right here. I think I'll do it. They'll be happy having another internet tower over there. No worries, AQ, no worries. We also did the post office in there. Didn't have any further pressure on our medical center. I think we're still good. Crematorium, no issues there. Let's just double check this. Crime. 1 crime per month. 0 success rate. That is awesome. That's also a lot. Man, there are more police cars in the city than actual taxis in there. Look at this, try to commit a crime. You won't escape at all. Wow. I know that I have like a few more than I should have, but it's funny. I like it though. And how's our elementary school doing here? Oh, can we upgrade that? An additional music room on the top floor. What does that mean? Does that give us more students, or we have 1600? If I do this, still 1600. Ruby Rock Music House Maintenance. All right. I have no idea what that did to this. Maybe it's just cosmetic. I don't know. All right, look at this nice little square in here. You know what that means, don't you? Yes. Fits perfectly in there. Now this is slightly odd, although yeah, why this is a larger building? We got 50 employees in there, which is a lot more than what we have in here. And I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe that's why 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We should be able to do that in here. Let's try again. Yes. Alright, and when they level up, hopefully that gets a little bit better. Although this is still level 1. So, yeah. We will see. We're getting kind of almost the same-ish number. No, we're getting less jobs in this area, that's for sure. Right, I've done this, but never built anything in here. So, let me think. I think we do add an extra road in there. Like so. I don't want to enforce these a little bit more. So let's do this first. That means more housing over this area, I would think. I will also use this to kind of try to get this right if I can. I want this to provide me with more. Ah, it won't. Alright. Guess that's fair enough. Gave me enough though to work with. One connection there. I think I'll skip this connection here. I think we're good. And this can give me have offices, we have some commercial in there. Although we do need some. Let me see how the whole area over here. Could use a few shops. I don't know if I want that. Let's do our little trick here. Just made a mess. Alright, not exactly what I wanted, but I guess that works. At the back there, we'll do more house. Actually, give me this. Yeah, a little bit easier. This area, I'm thinking more about trees than, or maybe we do a park
A driving
there.
advisory has been issued for the
Well,
immediate
not
area
this.
due to
What's
poor
happening
road
here?
conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
A driving advisory has
Yeah,
been
that's better.
issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution. if
Should
you
I just noticed something. I know that I'm kind of
This has been
talking
a
sloppy a little bit,
announcement.
but I'm just really thinking about all of this. There we go. This is what I wanted. I'm thinking that we'll do probably a park in here.
Chair by the
Although we have plenty of parks.
or wherever. Adventure awaits, and yet waits for no man. So tarry not. This is soft.
We'll do it here.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial
Kind of
district is
scary at this. No, this.
attracting more high-end
Like some ideas are not meant to be done at all.
You can now shop
So,
designer shoes,
I can actually make my lines more interesting by doing
that's good for
this,
and good for
right?
the community.
And then I can choose
We'll be back after.
how large these houses are going to be.
Live, and we're getting reports about a
I'll do it
traffic
here.
accident,
We'll also do this.
in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning
There
a
we go.
trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
And then we work with the trees in here, especially now that we have our
Meanwhile,
set in there.
drive safe.
This small brush. Yes. No anarchy. And we do it. Alright, and then we paint this whole area. Except where it doesn't want. So we go and do it manually. Like this. They're giving me random trees now. Good. This one, I think I'll go in there. This goes here. I want another smaller one that goes in here as well. There we go. Here. I think this is okay. Except here. Let me... Let's... Let me grab one that I actually want. There. Alright, that's better. This area feels alive. I love it. And anything that I might be missing? I don't think so. I think it's looking pretty good. And now we're starting to connect the whole thing, which is quite good, you know. I'm happy with where we are here. I really am. And I do want to do one more thing in here. And thank you for all the likes. Like, it doesn't go unnoticed. I really appreciate you all for that. You all make this stream like a lot nicer, so thank you for that. More trees are in, more homes are there. We still need a lot more jobs, but we will figure that out. That some building just leveled up, but yeah, we have 0 open positions in the city. Well, you know, that is okay. We are getting there. We basically have homeless in every single park. There is a lot of homeless people. Large plaza, 58 residents. So I guess if I look at the graph in here, yeah, we have over 500. That's a lot, but we will figure that out. They need more jobs. That's why we have a lot of people like that. So, for example, this is wealthy. And there might be more residents. But at the same time, if we have all these people, they are not working. If you look at the unemployment, yeah, 16,000 people are not working. And we look at them, they are all wealthy and they are in parks. So it's like, if I provide more house, then it might mean that we need more jobs because there will be more people. But then, I don't know, the math is not mathing, if you know what I mean. But we'll do more housing, we'll help them out, and we'll see what we can do. But we'll do all of that next episode, next Saturday, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, because we are done for today. Over 2 hours already, and we've done quite a lot, I would say. Plenty of detailing, really interesting new area here. That'll be potentially we'll close this area over here before we tear this apart and do something else in there. I'm thinking that we use this area to maybe improve our public transportation. I don't know exactly how that's all gonna work yet, but I think that'll be something to look for in the near future. For today, I just want to thank you all. Thank you very much. Thank you, Andrea. I hope you get better as well. Not feeling too great today. Chicken Noodle, thank you very much for the gifts. Really appreciate it. Everyone that left a like, that watched it, that commented, that asked questions, that joined and left. Everyone, thank you very much for joining today. I do appreciate you all. I hope you have a lovely weekend, whatever you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.